a girl who's used to being the center of attention. But when she meets Madoka Kuroiwa, she faces a challenge like never before, someone completely immune to her charms. It all starts innocently enough when Mona is out having ice cream with her friends. One of the girls points out some cream on Mona's face, and as she wipes it off, she flashes an angelic smile. The whole group blushes. Mona, who describes herself as a queen bee, is always the center of attention. Whether it's during a game of tag or just hanging out with friends, boys are constantly trying to get her to chase them, showing just how much they adore her. A few years later, Mona's beauty hasn't dulled. One morning, she rushes to school, and as soon as she walks in, everyone stops what they're doing to greet her. It's like a scene out of a movie, but there's one person who's unaffected, Madoka Kuroiwa. Unlike the others, he doesn't greet her with a smile. Instead, he responds coolly, without much interest. Mona is baffled. She's used to everyone falling for her smile, so why is Madoka acting like she's invisible? Undeterred, Mona tries to engage him again, asking why he's not in a uniform and trying to catch his attention. But Madoka just tells her to leave him alone. The more she tries, the more confused and frustrated she becomes. This has never happened to her before. Since childhood, Mona's been adored by everyone, with countless boys trying to win her affection. But Madoka's indifference stings, and she can't figure out why he's different. In her attempts to catch his eye, Mona goes to extreme lengths. She even shows off her legs, hoping to grab his attention. But Madoka just walks past her without a second glance. Not even when she accidentally falls and tries to make him notice her, does he seem affected. He simply ignores her and continues on his way. Desperate, Mona pretends to be sick and convinces Madoka to accompany her to the infirmary. Once there, she locks him in and reveals her true intention, to seduce him. But Madoka remains as cold and unaffected as ever. Mona starts to question herself. How can her charms be so ineffective? She asks Madoka point-blank if he hates her, to which he assures her he doesn't. But Mona's not satisfied. She becomes even more determined to make him fall for her, and in a moment of tension, the two end up falling onto a bed together. Mona, in shock, expects Madoka to at least react, but he continues to stay composed. Frustrated, she escalates things, trying to use every trick in the book, even revealing more of herself. But Madoka is unflinching. He doesn't show a hint of attraction and instead advises her to respect herself and save her body for someone she truly loves. This advice, though, catches Mona off guard. No one has ever spoken to her like this. She's both embarrassed and moved by his concern. The next day, Mona reflects on Madoka's words and realizes she's feeling something she's never experienced before, genuine admiration and respect. But she's not ready to give up on winning his heart. She continues her attempts, trying to get his attention in physical education class with stretching exercises, only to be ignored again. But this time, Mona goes even further, lifting her shirt to reveal her belly in the hope that Madoka will notice. He turns away, desperately trying to protect himself from impure thoughts. But Mona doesn't back down. At the drinking fountain, she tries again, this time, pouring water over herself, letting it cling to her body in a way she hopes will catch his eye. It works. Madoka looks at her with a blush on his face, though he quickly looks away. Mona is thrilled, she's finally getting to him, even if just a little. But then, Madoka does something unexpected. He takes off his shirt and covers her with it, trying to shield her from further embarrassment. As he walks away, Mona realizes that her pursuit of Madoka isn't just about getting his attention, it's about understanding him. She feels something genuine growing inside her, something that goes beyond her usual charm tactics. She begins to admire his restraint and even starts to feel a bit of affection for him. Later, Madoka opens up to his friends, revealing that he is the heir to a sacred temple and has been raised with strict rules to preserve his spiritual purity. Because of this, he's never had a romantic relationship with anyone. This revelation sheds light on his strange behavior toward Mona. He's not indifferent because he doesn't like her. He's simply bound by a deeply ingrained religious code that forbids romantic attachments. As Mona hears this, she becomes more determined to win his heart. The next day, she returns Madoka's shirt and teases him, asking if she should have returned it with her feet. Madoka tries to suppress his feelings, as always, but Mona's persistence only makes her more excited to win him over. She's convinced that this challenge will be the one to truly test her. With each passing day, Mona realizes that this isn't just about winning Madoka's affection, it's about understanding him on a deeper level.